Hey guys, so like yesterday I posted the saddest video in my entire channel. Like, I've never been as sad as the day I lost all my discus, which is like about 5 days ago. I lost all my tank and everything because of city water. So today I decided to fight back. I'm not gonna be a total loser and just give up on keeping discus and what if it happens with other fish. So I decided to fight back and get my own water purification system, which is not an RODI. It's just a carbon cartridge in a high flow system of filtration. So I want to show you the test I've done with my city water right now today, before I filtered it and after I filtered it, and also give you a couple of tricks that I discovered just like in the past 24 hours, because I did a bunch of research of how to fight back ammonia and chlorine and all these things naturally. Because I was using Prime water conditioner, I was using other ammonia and chlorine neutralizers, and nothing was helping. So I am like, what is stronger than this stuff? Like, what is the chemical compounds? What's the chemicals behind it to neutralize ammonia, to neutralize chlorine? Like, how would you do it? What do they use in the actual bottles of Prime and stuff like that? So I went deeper into everything because I'm not a quitter. I hate quitting. I've been in the hobby for over 20 years and it's not one little defeat that's gonna like break me. So let's take a look at what I got today. So today I went to the hardware store and I already have an RDI water purification system for my reef, which is right there behind. But I wanted something that wouldn't demineralize the water, because then you have to put back the minerals for fresh water, and that's counterproductive. So I got this. It's basically like our RDI, but it's only a cartridge of carbon you put inside, and it's high flow, and basically you can put it in line on your home water system, or you can do what I did and have it a little bit more like expandable. So what I did here, I basically made it so I can hook it directly to the sink. Like here on my sink, you see we have this little thing. So this hooks onto your regular tubings. So it would fill up through there, go through the cartridge of carbon, and come out right here. And you can just connect it to your regular vacuum. And that's it. That's as easy as that. If you want to like actually suspend it somewhere, they give this little suspending thing and bolts and whatsoever. But I just want to put it on whenever I need to do a water change onto my most fragile tanks. But this thing apparently, like on a daily usage, is good for 3 months, the cartridge. So maybe just for my tanks it's gonna even like last longer. We'll see. Let's pass on to the test I made. I made a TDS test on both of my waters, the water from the tap directly, and the water after I filtered it through this thing. So first you can see the difference. We have water that's absolutely milky white coming out of the tap. It could be just oxygen in there, but it could also be more things. And then you have water that's perfectly crystal clear coming out of the filtration system. So after I done that, I checked the TDS of both. In the cold water, the TDS was about 106 for the unfiltered water, and it was 99 for the filtered water. But then when I used hot water, because I also wanted to see if my hot water tank was to blame, obviously TDS came out higher, but then it came out even higher through my filtration system, which could possibly indicate that my hot water thing is due to be changed. So I'll investigate that. Actually today I even called the city to get the test results of the actual water that they're sending us. I didn't get a reply yet, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. After that, I also did the regular test. I did the ammonia test, I did the pH test, I did the phosphate test, and in the unfiltered water, here are the tests. I mean, the ammonia came out 0.25 ppm, but still it's there. There's ammonia in my water. As for the pH, it was quite soft. I checked the high range pH, it was quite soft what came out, and also my phosphate came out normal. But then I checked my filtered water, and what was surprising is that my pH came out at 8.2, 8.4. I'm gonna link the pictures in here because I don't remember exactly by heart. I already cleaned out my test tubes, but yeah, the pH came out quite higher. I don't know why exactly, but yeah, the pH of my hot water tank is definitely higher. So probably I might have to do something with my hot water tank. And also, after leaving on the counter a little bit of time, the phosphate test, in both cases, it turned to milky white. So there's something there that's not normal with my phosphates. So that being said, I will monitor my household water, but I'll also monitor it after the filtration and whatsoever. So today I went to get, well, actually one that used to be mine for 3 months, the discus of my client, and she bought 4 more in the meantime. So let's take a look at them. So you might not see much because they're all kind of hiding, but they're already much better than when I saw them earlier in the day. My client just left for vacation. She told me, listen, just take the fish because they're not doing well, they're in a corner, they're freaking out. And upon arrival, all I saw the bottom of the tank, and her gravel is black, all I saw was white poo. So they have internal parasites. Hello, hooray, again I'm dealing with this thing. But prior to putting them in this tank, which is one of my quarantine tanks, I decided to make a water change with my new filtration system. And the water's good, and the fish aren't stressed. They're actually acting much more normal than when I picked them up earlier. I already put some praziquantel in here, and hopefully they're on the road to recovery if it's not some crazy pathogen. As for my wild discus, well, you can see he's doing pretty well today. Now, another thing I did today that I normally don't do, and that's because both of my tests of ammonia came back positive in the filtered water and the unfiltered water. I decided to go with a household remedy, and I kind of like had to play around a little bit because I was a little too lazy to go get the actual thing. But as science says it, ammonia is alkaline. So to neutralize alkaline, you need to use acidic. So what household item would you use for that? Well, plain old white vinegar. And that would do the trick and neutralize the ammonia pretty much instantly. So if it's not your tank that's causing the ammonia, if it's the ammonia that's coming out from your tap water, that's a great trick. Make sure just to test your pH, it's not too altered. Honestly, in here I put 1 big tablespoon, and that was good for that, you know. So this is like a 40-gallon I have, 1 big tablespoon. Bigger tanks, I guess bigger, but it also depends on like how much ammonia you have in here. And honestly, prime or anything like that does not work on whatever type of ammonia I have in my tap water. So blessed, the fish are not stressed, they're acting normal, and they're eating after what I just did. And this was like purely like experimental. I've never done this before. I don't suggest 100% to do it, but in this case it's working. Hooray, I'm really happy. Like, this is like the only good news I have like since the past 5-6 days. And by the way, my baby ancestors that I showed you yesterday, after I did a water change without no purification, they're all dead. So my water is absolute crap. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but yeah, now the mission is to save these little guys. My wild one is nothing to save there, but I got now 4 more discus to attend to forever and ever. They're mine now, so it's like I guess it's destiny saying to me, hey, don't give up, here's some more, you know. It is what it is. I'm not a quitter, so I'm not gonna give up, but I hope my tricks help you out a little bit. I hope my freaking water gets back to normal, but I doubt I'll ever water change a tank again without my carbon cartridge filter. Like, at least the carbon will remove some of the bad elements. God knows what is in that water. I tested all the regular things, you know, pH, TDS, phosphates, ammonia, nitrate, nitrite, but some things I'm just not equipped in testing. I cannot, well, technically I could check for bacterial culture with my microscope, but I'm not like a microscope genius also, so I wouldn't even know what I'm looking for. Like, seriously, I think just the city of Montreal should check their water parameters. If anyone working for the city of Montreal here, please just go and check your water, because I don't know if this is toxic to people. I have no clue, but people do not drink the water like that. I'm not trying to do bad publicity or whatever. I'm just trying to prevent accidents and like poor health in people and fish. So oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, the whole system with the cartridge and the adapters and everything was like 150 bucks, and it's good for 3 to 6 months. So, you know, it's a pretty good investment if you think of the amount of fish I've lost over the past 5-6 days. Hey, I'll take 150 over 5,000. Alright guys, well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support. Honestly, without your support yesterday, I wouldn't have made it today. Like, that was like a nice kick in the butt for me to go out and get what I needed to sort out my things. So thank you so much for your infinite support, and I'll see you soon. Bye.